What's up, fam? What's up, family? What's up? Okay. This is basically a test right now. I am trying to figure out what happened to my live. It's acting strange now. All of a sudden, hmm. is it the is it a conspiracy? Hmm. You never know. Yeah, I wonder sometimes. They have so much control of all of this stuff. I wonder if they be picking and choosing, you know. But it is what it is, right? You just gotta roll with the punches. Roll with the punches and get knocked on the ground by all this bullshit going down. Time's truly wasting. Ain't no time to see, yeah. Y'all know who that is, right? All right, listen. Being that I'm doing a test right now, I just want to make sure that my mic is right. Let me see what else is happening. Is that happening? Can you guys hear the echo? Yeah. All right, anyway. Um, I'm doing a test, but listen. Family. Listen. This is just a test, so let's back this out of it. I don't really need all of that. This is really a test right now, and I just want to see how everything is working. And I will always have somewhat of a message to give you guys when I come live. And my message in my testing live right now will simply be for the. This is a challenge for the successful young rappers out there, and a couple other people. I'm doing a whole lot of yapping, and there's one guy, this little skinny guy. Let me see if I can just pull his name up because he's a small guy. He's not a big person, but he has a big mouth. His name is something White. What's this guy's name, man? And when I tell you this guy, he be barking at everybody, man. I mean, like he act like he's a bad mofo, you know. And look, I'm just gonna give you my straight up opinion about this particular guy. What his name? White. His name is shoot. Let me see if I can even pull his name up, man. Something White. You know, I'll just say Mr. White for now. He's out of Texas, actually. That guy is Lord. He is a. I mean, I don't know what to say about this guy. You know, every time I turn around, I skip through, the social media, and I see this guy, Mr. White, bashing. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Charleston White is his name. I'm like, what in the world? Why is he that way? I'm trying to figure him out, and it's almost like he has a death wish. I mean, he's like challenging everybody. Now, one thing I recognize about him, he got one eye. That's one thing I he let everybody know about. I don't know the story about him having the one eye, but he got a glass eye. I think his left eye is messed up. But he's going after all of these gang bangers and hardcore rap guys, and he's calling them all kind of names, man. I'm like, what in the world? Does he have a death wish or something, man? Why would you try to make fame by going after people who could possibly get you? I mean, it's almost like he's daring these people to really hit him. And I'm like, man, I don't think I want to take it like that, man. I mean, I can give my opinion and everything, but I'm not going to be that hardcore disrespectful. I mean, it's so. I mean, I don't like. I don't like gangbangers either, man. I don't like people running around bullying people. I don't like that either. But it's a certain approach that you have to have when you talking to them. I mean, he works in some type of youth facility, and he come up with the concept of you have to talk to them hardcore in order for them to understand and respect you. But he says, well, if you come to them talking nice, then they're gonna take you as soft and disrespect you. Maybe they do that with him because maybe of his stature. He's not a big guy. He's a very puny little man. He might weigh about 100 and maybe 30, maybe about 130 pounds, maybe 140. Skinny type fella, and it's Charleston White, yeah. And he just go in on all of these guys. He went in on Whack 100, and Whack 100 been out there, he done his thing, and he knows about the gangster life, and he went hardcore after that guy. And I'm talking about, you talking about being disrespectful, man. This guy, man, I wouldn't even want to have a conversation with him, to be honest with you. There's nothing that I would want to talk to him about, because he's that guy that has to be the loudest man in the room, even though he's the smallest man in the room. That's that Napoleon syndrome. When it's the smallest guy, he makes the loudest noise, and he's the baddest mofo ever. You can't talk sense to a person like that. You know what I mean? And you can tell. I mean, he's not a total idiot, because he kind of has some sense about what he says, but it's the way that he delivers it. And then sometimes he just really just start, and he used the nigger word so much, it's just like wore out. When you hear him talk, it's like, wow, man. I mean, I get it. People want to use the word, but you overuse the word. You use it too much, to a point where every time you say it, you're like, oh God, he can't even follow this dude, because he's talking so ignorant, So, but hey, he says he's not a thug. He says he's not a tough guy. But in one of his videos, he shows all of his guns, all his weapons. He lives in Texas, so of course you can acquire a whole bunch of weapons. So he's got a lot of weapons. That's one thing I could say about this little guy, Charleston White. Right, that's his name. Yeah, Charleston White. So he's a bad little mofo, I guess. I don't know, but I don't know if he's that type of guy that would do a celebrity boxing match with anybody. He would probably never do that, because he got one eye. You know what I mean? You can beat him senseless on the left side, but it's just crazy, man. I'm testing my equipment right now, but I just want to kind of bring him up. I want to talk about a couple other people, matter of fact. Let me see. Candace Owens, that's somebody I really don't even. My goodness, man. I think she tried to weigh in on the oh man, what's his name? Yeezy and the Kardashian breakup. Of course, she's on the side of the Kardashian, I believe. And there's a reason why she's doing that, because I believe they are Trump supporters. So, of course, anybody who is a Trump supporter, as far as Candace Owens is concerned, she's going to be in their corner. Now, she may not say it that way. There's no way in the world she's going to, like, if Kim Kardashian was a BLM supporter, Candace Owens wouldn't have nothing to do with her. You know what I mean? So it's got to be a political thing for her, and just trying to help her get more clout. You know what I mean? She's just trying to pull that base into her little circle. So, and it's a sad thing that she's from Stamford, Connecticut, man. I'm from Stamford, Connecticut. And I'm like, good Lord, what happened to her, man? But whatever happened to her, man, she is who she is. And that is the Candace Owens of the world. There's more like her, you know? And then I'm just jumping around right now. I just want to make sure everything's working. But anyway, Ben, I have you. I'm here. I'm going to talk about a little bit of everything. Jake Paul and Dana White beef, and he got a diss track out for him. I talked about that once before, and that was hilarious. Now, let me just say something about the Jake brothers real quick. I don't know. It might be a fight tonight. I'm gonna check it out. Let me see if there's any fights tonight. But the Jake Paul situation with Dana White is hilarious, man. When I tell you, it's funny. These guys, he's a rich little brat, but he got some kahunas, man, because he done got him and his brother got into this boxing game, and they learned how to box. And one thing I can definitely say about them, that they they went into the ring, they learned to fight, they went in the ring and they challenged some people, and they turned around being okay in the ring. They haven't gotten knocked out in a exhibition bout yet, you know. So that's just hmm, that was very interesting to see. And there's another guy that I've been checking out as well. I might as well go ahead and bring his name is Crip Mac. And Mr. Crip Mac is a blood, is a what is he? I don't know if he's a blood. I don't know what he is. Well, he's a Crip. What am I saying? See, that I don't know nothing about these gangs. So, all right. So he's a Crip, right? Call himself Crip Mac, and he's from 55th Street. And the other day he got pounced on by his own boys, his own set from 55th Street. And they beat him pretty good. Um, I don't know why he wants to live like that. Maybe he should move away from 55th Street and live a little better, because he got some followings, man. He got people following him, man. He don't have to live like that, but I guess he's just like stuck in that world, man. He's gonna die in that world. So a lot of his homies probably died in that world, and he is probably going to die in that world. So, you know, I'm looking at this beating he took, and his whole head was lumped up. They they beat the snot out this guy. And then now at the end, he shows the battle scars and everything. Apparently, something he done said some years ago that was not what the Crips wanted him to, so represent. So he took this DP. He got this beat down. And when I tell you they beat him up, man, they lumped him up pretty good. No, I can't take whoopings like that, man, and just let it be that. Nah. That's just, you got to be a little off in the head to do that, man. But it is what it is, and they clowning them, actually. A lot of people clowning them, man. You know, and that's too bad, man. I mean, that's the life you chose to live, but you don't have to live that way. And he don't look that old, man. He look like a young guy. You know what I mean? He looked like he tried to fight back, but I guess it was too many of them, man, and they knocked the sense out of this guy. They made him look like they made him look like a human punching bag, bro. They stomped him and everything, man. I'm like, good man, shoot. Now, all right, okay, so this guy Charleston White, he's there. He goes again. He's dissing somebody, some white boy from Hoover, and wow, enough of that guy, man. He's a total idiot. But so now the baby, sorry, the baby just had a fight with his ex girlfriend's brother, and he didn't really have the fight like by himself. It wasn't really a fair fight. One, the conditions they were at, in for this so-called fight, was in a bowling alley with slipping and sliding on the bowling lanes. So when it started, apparently, I believe honestly that the baby can handle himself. He's pretty tough character. I mean, uh, he can handle himself. He's let that be known already. I think we all know that. But his entourage or his security felt as if they need to do their job. And even though this guy came to him for a one-on-one, that's not going to happen in the streets. You should be wise enough to know that, and you should know the baby that it's not going to be a one-on-one. And whoever he's rolling with, those guys, I don't know if they getting paid to be somewhat like his bodyguard or whatever, but you're not going to just run up on any of these rappers and try to have a one-on-one with them in the streets and they with their clip. Forget about that. That's not even a wise thing to do. It's not even a wise thing to think about, man. Really. Man, I got more common sense than that. You know what I mean? But what you could do, you can challenge him publicly to a boxing exhibition. Now you can have as many rounds as y'all want to have. And the money that's generated with it, you can donate that money to a good cause. Now that would be worth seeing. I would want to see that. I would pay some money if it ain't too much to see the baby, put some gloves on, and get busy with somebody who has a beef with him that was that, well, you know, his ex-girlfriend's brother, you know, because he's talking like he thuggish, and we all know how the baby is. So um that'd be a nice little fight to watch, you know. They can have some rematches too. I think the baby will probably beat the crap out of him. Maybe, I don't know, but anyway, instead of fighting in the street, doing that, messing up people establishments like that, man. Why don't y'all just get a boxing match set up, man? And the same thing with Charleston White, being that you such a bad little broso, you a bad brother now. I mean, you don't back down to nobody. So why don't you just do a celebrity boxing match with Whack 100 if you beefing with him like that, or whoever you beef? You seem like beefing with everybody. So why don't you set up a whole bunch of boxing matches, exhibition? People would want to come and see you either lose or win, and let the proceeds go to somebody's, the winner's charity, whatever they choose to send that money to. You know what I mean? Do that. You know what I mean? Instead of all of this back and forth like high school kids on internet, man. Don't nobody. I mean, we see it, we hear it, and it's ridiculous. And in my opinion, it's totally ridiculous, man. It's just something that grown-ups don't have to be doing. It sounds like high school kids, but these people have money, and that makes it worse. No, that's okay, man. Y'all can keep that life. You know what I mean? I'd rather not. What else is in the news? Woo! What's in the news here? Oh shoot, yeah. Jamel Charlo got arrested again, man. That's my dude, man. That's the Charlo brothers, man. One of the brothers got locked up, man. Jamal. What in the world, bruh? Why? Man. I mean, it's Lord. Look, man, I'm telling y'all right now. If I make it doing anything in life to a point of these guys' status here, they fooling with some big dollars, I would stay so far away from that type of stuff, because all people are waiting for, they're waiting for your downfall. They're waiting for you to get into a confrontation with somebody. It could be even a setup. Just send somebody, even a female that you think you really know, but somebody outside of her could be kind of like, egging her on to get in there and cause some type of conflict to rip and tear you down of your success. Now the Charlo brothers, man, oh my God, these brothers are at a level in their sport right now that the world is noticing these guys, and ain't no way in the world. I remember the other time he got, I think it was the same Charlo, Jamal got in trouble over a meal. at a restaurant. He has a temper. I think both of them kind of have a temper, but I think this one has a worse temper. The the Jamal Charlo. He has a pretty nasty little temper, man. And unfortunately, it's probably going to cost him. Now, if he doesn't, they talking about 2 to 10 years in prison over this crap, man. What is it? Domestic, some type of domestic thing? I mean, I don't know if it's real or not. Meaning, did he do this or was he just accused of doing this? But all that's going to come out in the wash. But he's got this fight coming up with Camelo, uh, um, yeah, whatever his name is, you know, and this is not a time for him to be getting in any type of trouble. He need to be training right now. But now he's tied up with this bull crap. Now I'm pretty sure he's out. He's released. Whatever his bail was, I'm pretty sure was paid. But then now he's got this thing hanging over his head still, and that's not a good look for him. Now for his brother, all his brother got to do is just keep his nose clean, keep training, and keep doing his thing. And that's how his brother's gonna pull. Oh, man, his brother's gonna go to levels that Chamal won't because of his temper. And that's one thing we fighters, boxers, athletes, people got to control your temper. All these famous black people, young famous black, watch your temper, man. Control that thing. Put a leash on it, bro. Come on, man. And who else we got? We got Earl Spence. Uh, we got my man Earl and Ugas. That fight is near. And I don't know who you guys got, but I definitely got Earl. I got Earl on that one. And if Javante Davis get this other guy, Rolly, and I got Javante Davis on that. You know what I mean? So far, if my man Earl can stay healthy, not get into anything, no accidents, no. What was that last situation he had, man? Oh, his eye, man. He had to have surgery on his eye, man. So if he can just stay healthy, man, for this fight, uh, I think he can. I think he can beat Ugas, right? I believe he got the tools because the fight he had after the accident, he showed that he had the tools still. So yeah, that's going to be a good fight if he can stay healthy on that one. Ugas is probably going to bring him a good fight. I truly believe that. And what is this stuff about shoot, man, about what's this clown? Oh man, I keep calling. Can't call him a clown, but what's his name?
All right, welcome back
Hold
to
on
the
a
channel. It's
second.
your boy for nine, and we are
Yeah,
talking about
you
some
see.
breaking news.
Yeah, so there's a whole lot of stuff going on, but I'm going through all of this, man. So it's just amazing how we got all of these successful black people, man. I think Javante Davis fell out with what's his name, man? Broner. Javante Davis. Javante is a quiet young fella. He doesn't seem like he's a big mouth. Not at all. And I think that my man used to be with Mayweather. He's upset, man. Broner is angry, man. I don't understand why he fell out with well, whatever the inside story is on why he fell out with Floyd. But why is he falling out with Javante Davis though? And he brought Javante Davis to Floyd. Is he upset that Javante is doing so well, and then Floyd pretty much clung to him? See, Broner have to close the mouth a little more and train harder. He's good. There's no doubt, man. They know he's good. He knows he's good. But it sometimes that goes to your head. And then you talk more. You talk yourself up so much, people get sick and tired of hearing that. And then they want you, then they want you to get your butt whooped. So you can't talk to a point it talks you to being not the people's champion. Just talk enough that people know that you mean business and you're confident. But don't over talk, man. Don't keep running your mouth and saying ignorant things. Broner is a good fighter, but he could be better. You know what I'm saying? And Gervonta Davis is doing what he's supposed to do. Why is you hating? Why are you upset with him? You calling him all talking about, don't come up in certain well, you can't tell that man nothing. If he want to move up, then that's what champions do. They move up. He's challenging his own personal self. So all that beefing with daggone Gervonta Davis, Broner beefing with Gervonta Davis. Okay, you want to beef with Mayweather? All right, beef with Mayweather. You know what I mean? But don't try to jump on little homie, man. Come on, man. Y'all used to be close, real tight, man. What's the matter with y'all, man? Shoot. What's the matter with you, Broner, man? Stop the bull crap, man. You know what I mean? And shoot, I mean Stevenson, Shakur Stevenson from Brick City. That's a bad little brother right there. That's one I can see anybody going up against him, man. It's like, matter of fact, Ugas came and did some sparring sessions with Stevenson, right? And Stevenson gave him a handful. Ugas didn't look like he was good enough to beat Manny Pacquiao when he was sparring with Stevenson, because Stevenson is sharp. He don't waste a lot of punches either, and he's finding all of his manpower now. He's got lightning fast speed as well. Dude is sharp, man, and Ugas had a taste of that. So yeah, it's gonna be a time where Ugas is gonna have to see him and for them belts, and I don't think Ugas is gonna get past my man Earl. I really don't believe that either. So that's the fight biz, and there's just so much, man, happening here, man. And let me see what else we got. Yeah, I'm just talking right now, y'all, because I am very much. Be honest with y'all, man. I'm kind of tired of seeing so much of this negativity here, man. This is crazy to just be scrolling and all you see is negative, negative, negative. Everybody's just promoting this negative thing. And it's like if you're trying to be positive in a sea of negative, then the people pretty much are not going to be like, oh, he ain't talking about nothing. Yeah, it's not, I mean, it ain't nothing negative. But if it's a positive thing, that's the part I don't. It's a twisted society, man. Society has taken the dumb, ignorant, and foolish things to be great, to be something, to be important, and then all the important things they put aside like it's not even worthy. This is the society in which we live in now, and this is the part. Yeah, and this is the uphill climb, the uphill battle that people like myself have to battle, And I mention those things because, and I mentioned some of those names because some of you people, y'all know these names. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that it is wow. It's like self-defeating. It almost seems like it's self-defeating that here we are battling each other as if we are our worst enemies. And it's blasted. It is blasted on social media for the world to see. The world is looking at all of us, all what they did. Matter of fact, most people in the world in other countries don't really come in contact with a lot of black people anyway. But because of social media, they get to look at how we're conducting ourselves, even with money. And how we're hating on each other with money. How is it that you guys are going shooting at each other and trying to kill each other when you guys literally are comfortable? You fight extremely hard to get out of the negative lifestyle in which you was living. And once you get out, meaning when we say out, we're talking about granted a certain amount of money that you can live comfortable. Isn't that what the fight was all about? Pulling your family out of that type of lifestyle, all that hard work, all that stuff that you did in your industry to get out. But it seems like that the people that are promoting you, they are only promoting you because you are still pushing the negative, and that kills us slowly as a whole, because now you're spreading this amongst all your fans. Because if you can become a multi-million dollar rap artist or singer with all this negative stuff, it's only because of your fans is why you become rich. And it's that many fans following you. So therefore, the greater powers that be are saying that so long as these artists are reaching out to their peers, their people, that will continue to push them and support them in all their efforts to be a successful artist. But the artist cannot start talking about unity, peace amongst yourselves. You got to talk about what's going on in them streets. Bring those streets into everybody's home by way of social media. Negative, 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 negative. This is what will get you to the top. And if you don't want to do that, then you can turn around and be like a Republican. Support the Republican Party, and we will still fund you money. But you got to make sure that you're bringing your fans with you. Divide and conquer. I keep saying this stuff because it's real. And what is dividing us more and more, and they don't even have to leave out into the streets with white sheets on anymore. This here, social media, cell phones. Everybody has one. Almost everybody in the world has a cell phone. And all you have to do is broadcast the negative stuff here, and it will get around the world in seconds. And we're so caught up into hating on each other because of who said what, or who has more than who, or who think they all that than others, or who stole my woman, who didn't pay me my money after my show, who done moved on with another boyfriend or girlfriend, and now you mad. You see, these are the things that are dividing us. And the more powerful systems that be realize this. They don't have your interest at heart when they're promoting this type stuff and promoting you to push it for them. Just imagine what the Klans people are saying. I'm going to tell you a quick one. In Plainfield, New Jersey, the high school, I forgot what year it was. It was so much crime going on amongst black people. You always pick up the newspaper or you read about it on social media, and somebody shot somebody, did a drive-by shooting, they beat somebody, left them for dead, getting jumped, crazy things, man. So one day, a bunch of flyers were handed out in the high school. A bunch of flyers was everywhere. They don't know who started handing them out, but everybody seemed to have gotten it. So what the flyer said, it was a thank you flyer. It was a thank you flyer from the Ku Klux Klan. And they thanked every single drug dealer, pimp, prostitute, abusive person, a raper. They said thank you, because now you're making our job way easier. There's no need for us to put the white sheets on anymore, because you're doing a fantastic job, and all we want to do is thank you. This is what the flyer was saying to blacks. Continue the great job that you're doing, because you make our job easy. Black people was upset about that. Yeah, it got to the to the mayor of the city, to the head of the board of education. Everybody knew about this. But now you got to stop and think. As a black person, you got to stop and think. When you look at social media today, you can imagine if a white racist people will look at that and see what's going on social media with black people, how it's being pressed and pushed in social media so the world can see us going at each other. They're applauding us. They're thanking us. They're even trying to encourage us. They say, if you want guns, come see me. I got you. We'll sell you the guns. They're taking a pretty big risk. They think it's going to be a small percentage that those guns will be used against them. But the bigger percentage is, more than likely, those guns are going into those black neighborhoods, and they're going to use those guns against each other for superiority, greed, hatred, for whatever reason. And if you dare try to use those guns against us, we'll definitely kill you. That's their mindset. They're willing to take very few casualties, the ones who may love black people and want to be like them or whatever. They don't care too much about them anyway. So it's almost like self-genocide in a way. Feed them the gun, especially in places like Chicago, New York, California, and Texas, and other states that I have not mentioned. This is what they want from us. This is what they want you to do. This is what they are hoping you continue to do. So therefore, we're getting hit on so many fronts. We're getting hit by us doing damage to ourselves first and foremost. Then it's the law of the system that works against us, keeps us locked up, shot, beat down, accused of things that we probably did not do. More than 50% of us probably did not do that, but we're accused of it by the so-called police. So of course they're going to take their word over ours. Thank God for cell phone videos now. So we're getting hit on that front too, and we're getting hit in the political front, that our votes are being suppressed, and actually we're trying. They are trying to, discourage us from voting. We're getting hit there as well, and then we're getting hit with black people who don't want to be black anymore, who hate black people because of what they see on social media. So if they feel like that, just imagine what other people outside of this country feels. They may feel the same way. They don't even know us. So understand that this trend, we're getting hit from so many angles. We can't stand together because we're too divided. We ain't just divided on one front. We're divided on many, many, many fronts. And here it is, a small platform like this. This is a small, especially for me. See, I'm the small platform, as you can see. But there are people with a bigger platform, and they won't utter these words, hardly at all. And why is that? Why is that? Because they don't want to lose the clout that they've gained. They don't want to lose any money. They don't want to lose any followers. So money over morals is more important to them. You see, it's not like that with me. It's morals over money. So I'm probably always going to be talking like this because the money don't matter. What's more important is the morals of the facts. That we have to stand together, not just here in United States. We have to stand together around the world, wherever we are. I could talk this way, man, until I drop. So how many people will it even reach? Maybe a few, 1, 2, 3, maybe. But if it does, job well done. Because if this turns out to be any greater than what it is for me, you can imagine the blowhorn I would be on social media, pulling us together, putting up programs for us to pull together. For those who are confused about who they are, I'll push you in the right direction, even though it might seem like it hurts, because it's the truth. And I'm being a true friend. Because a fake friend is just going to be yes, 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 you got it, yes, yes. I'm not going to be your yes man. I'm going to be a truthful man. I be real man. That doesn't always necessarily mean that I'm going to be acting like your buddy. I'm going to tell you the real deal. We got to band together. We got to stand together. And the people and the lovers of us brown and black people, we all got to stand together. So when I say it that way, I ain't just talking about just black folks. I'm talking about people who are connected with us. They don't have to be black. But if they're connected to us, marriage, family, children, we got to band together. There's more of us than racist people in the world. Ooh, yeah. When we start realizing that, they don't have enough weapons to contain us if we all stood together. Woo. That's deep. That's real. We got to keep our spiritual connection, though. We got to be God's warriors as well. We can't just be out here willy-nilly, just winging it. No. Doesn't happen like that, y'all. I would just simply say this much. It doesn't matter to me if I make it whatever it is or not. But what does matter to me is that we become a unit stronger than what we are. And I hope to see it in my lifetime. If not, hopefully that my children will. And if my children can continue on what I'm doing my part, and they will as well do their part while I'm gone. This is worth talking about. This is the type of platform we should have, family. This is the type of content we should push, family. This is the type of love we should share constantly, family. Beautiful music, right? Can you hear that? Yeah, I don't own the rights to this music, y'all. But I do own the rights to everything that I'm saying. This is real. All right, my test is over, y'all. I wanted to make sure that my system was actually working properly, and seemed like it is. So I'll play this back and see see how it turns out. On that note, y'all, peace and love, and enjoy your Saturday evening. What time is this? 8:40 right now. Enjoy your Saturday evening. Be the designated driver. If we can get more designated drivers when we go out and do whatever, then we'll be a lot more safer at the end part of the evening. Right? And when I say designated driver, I'm not just talking about driving a vehicle and you had not been drinking. I'm talking about being a designated driver, keeping everybody in line. Keep your brothers and sisters, be their keeper. Be your brothers and sisters' keeper. Tell them the right thing to do. You can have fun, but be safe while you're having fun. Don't act like an idiot. Don't act like a mindless child and you're grown out in these streets because you want to be noticed. Stop wanting to be noticed. And if you plan on being noticed, don't let it be something negative that we'll never forget, that'll go down in history that you've been an idiot. Let it be for something positive that'll go down in history, that there lies a person who tried to do the right thing. Because fun don't last forever. You have to buckle down and get to the real business, the seriousness. We're on the brink of war right now, this country. And we're still scrapping and squabbling in the streets like a bunch of morons that don't even know that this is going on outside of our own little world. And we need to stop that. This is the truth. We're on the brink of war. God forbid it that it would just kick off tomorrow. And you still gonna be out in the streets running around, hating on each other and shooting at each other instead of shooting at the true enemy. Gracious, man. So I hope y'all think about some of this. It's a lot to swallow. Yeah. Think about some of it if you can. And if you can't, I'll be the one trying to constantly remind you. On that note, treat people like you want to be treated. And it'll come back around because it has for me. Peace and one love. We'll catch you on the rebound. Yeah.